Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing super well today. Today we're going to be talking about someone who's new to the channel, and that is Megsfit if BB Pro on Instagram. Before Christmas, I saw her post this story, and it's absolutely one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen, and we're going to talk about it. Let's go, guys. So I came across this Reddit post. I hate Megsfit. And I was like, oh, tell me more. Why? And it didn't take me long to figure out why. Megsfit posted this to her stories. This woman is a nurse. She can't take care of herself, yet you expect me to trust her to take care of me? We need health coaches to lead now more than ever. This is not the standard. So she is videotaping her neighbor in her apartment building, minding her own business, going to walk her dog or coming home from walking her dog, I don't know, and is basically fat shaming her. As a nurse, this hurts my heart. How could someone post something this cruel? This woman is a medical professional. I would trust her to save my life over some woman who has no medical background and learned everything she knows from a roided up gym bro. And that's just it. We've seen this rise in fitness influencers, and they think they're experts in all things health and wellness and apparently in the medical field. This is so beyond unacceptable and just a disgusting display of human behavior. And honestly, I can't believe someone would be so confident to film someone without their consent and post it to their stories and then try and justify it. So we're going to go ahead together and take a look at her trying to justify why she posted it, and then look at some of the comments she received on her stories, because I screenshotted those things right away. You still have this up as one comment there.
I wish so badly that this stuff did not ignite me the way that it does, but then I also know I would not be the coach that I am if it did not ignite me the way that it does, because I know that our healthcare system is so broken. It is in shambles. There's no standard for embodiment. There is no health literacy. There's nothing. We are living in a system where somebody can be deeply unwell, hormonally, physically, metabolically, you name it, and they are positioned as an authority over our health. And we're told not to question it. I'm sorry. Let me ask you something. If you're wanting to get in shape and take your health seriously, would you hire a coach who clearly does not take the habits that they're prescribing seriously?
Yo, it's giving fat girls can't do Pilates and that whole fitness influencer. This is igniting me. Oh my gosh, I'm getting angry all over again. This was weeks ago that she posted this. I just went on Christmas break, but I knew we needed to talk about this, because this shit is not okay.
No, you wouldn't, because embodiment matters. Yet in healthcare, this is normalized. And we wonder why people aren't getting better. That's why I fully...
So she's literally full on blaming this nurse for sick people not getting better.
I believe that health coaches who understand nutrition, nervous system regulation, behaviors are no longer an option, because the system is not meant to make you well. It's meant to keep you sick. Look at our standard. I mean,
I agree with it. With it. We will dehumanize her to an it, because this is atrocious. I agree that the healthcare system is designed, and big pharma is designed to keep you sick, to keep you investing in big pharma, in the healthcare system. It isn't preventative. She is absolutely right here, but that has nothing to do with the nurse, with her education and her ability to provide care for you. Absolutely nothing to do with it. Atrocious. So if we go over and take a look at some of the comments, girl, don't try to justify yourself. Wow, shake my head. Your voice is very deep for a woman. Are you taking steroids? See how it feels to assume someone's personal/medical history? Touche. Body shaming someone and using it to demonize the nursing profession is not it. Agreed. Just delete the post, apologize, and move on. So many words to write, so little space. You are a health coach. Do better. Tell me 5 hormones, what they do, and what part of the body produces them. After that, explain the Krebs cycle. I would never hire a coach who acts like you, LMAO. You can hate the system without posting someone without their consent for the purpose of demeaning. Exactly, that's kind of what I said. Again, there's nuance to everything. Yes, the system is broken, but it has nothing to do with the medical professionals working the system. It is way above the nurses, the reason that the system is broken. It is not this poor nurse's fault, and yet she's taking the nurse and her weight, shaming her, and blaming the broken healthcare system on overweight nurses or doctors or whatever. Coach, you're a grifter, babe. Yeah, okay. I pray that poor woman who fights for people every damn day never sees this. Agree. You sound very uneducated and uncompassionate. Read a book and feel empathy. Shame. There are plenty of valid criticisms of the current healthcare system. Body shaming a nurse is not one of them. Be better. Exactly. Exactly. Do you think she would have consented to this video if you asked her and told her what it was for? Genuinely. Girl, you are delusional. So those are the comments under her stories. So people in her own comment section are not impressed. What an awful person. That is so rude and gross to post that photo/caption of a stranger that's clearly just minding her own business. Seriously, all I can say is how disgusting this post and mentality is. I'd bet you this nurse not only has the knowledge to do her job, has the strength to do tasks like lifting patients and managing equipment. I trust her over this jerk any day. Agreed. The fact that she's pro bodybuilder says a lot. I'm into bodybuilding and so many people are just fat shaming pieces of shit, TBH. This is a great comment. Also, does a health coach know how to do those nitty-gritty things nurses do that most people don't want to? Are they going to clean you up when you had an accident? Do they know how to draw your blood? Like, cool, we have a health coach in place of a nurse. We can't actually get shit done though. I'm healthy and I was healthy when I had surgery on my neck. I woke up and shit myself from coughing post anesthesia. It sure as hell wasn't a health coach cleaning me up. Health coaches wouldn't last 10 seconds in the stressful environment that is nursing. Exactly. The rise of this whole influencer coaching shit is just a grift. They pretend to be expertise in whatever coaching area that they are. They've taken a 10-minute course from some other guy who pretends that he's also an expert in this thing, and they really don't have any knowledge of how the body actually works. Not only that, but they're not going to be the ones who are actually caring for patients when patients need care. And most of these people wouldn't last 10 seconds in nurse's shoes. This girl on the floor, oh my God, she would crash and burn in 2.5 seconds. She'd probably get yelled at by a patient and go cry in a corner. She'd probably try and do something and fuck it up. It is so unacceptable to treat healthcare workers like this, especially nurses. Like, nurses are so shat on all the time by all the people. They're the ones who get yelled at because the doctor's not coming in fast enough. They're the ones who get yelled at because their food isn't coming fast enough. All these things that are out of control. The nurses are the frontline workers who get shat on for all of that. And they have to do the things that nobody else wants to do. But we're not going to talk about that, right? I'd love to see a health coach in there in the nitty-gritty wiping people's asses. You never will. Or trying to get a med pass done within your allotted time slot. It's so unhinged. Nurses are often so focused on taking care of others and exhausted from it that they neglect themselves. That's not something to shame her for. It speaks how flawed our system is that it burns out our healthcare workers this badly. All healthcare workers are burnt out. It's more rare to see a gym bro healthcare worker than an overweight, underweight, exhausted person. What? Oh, I get it. Okay. Now that you mention it, I was shadowing a physician's assistant for a program I am applying to, and literally most, if not all of the nurses were average shaped people who obviously weren't gym rats, which no shit, Meg, nurses aren't bikini competitors or dietitians. We also don't know what that woman may have going on that caused her to be that size. This was extremely nasty of her, and I hope they ripped her a new one. They did. They did rip her a new one. It's actually, here, this is a great comment. At least the first line of it. I haven't read it yet. It's actually very hard to maintain optimal health when you're working long hours and too many days. I've spent much of the last 2 years working long hours, 6 days a week, and I've gained 12 kilograms. It's from being too tired to food prep, making poor choices, taking shortcuts in the kitchen because you're too tired to food prep, too tired to go to the gym. If I'm lucky, I train 2 times a week. Also, not having a dog anymore. He died Christmas of 2023. I used to walk him twice a day, 1.5 hours or more of activity, in addition to training 5 to 6 days a week. That's so much activity gone in combination with poor food choices. Anyway, I'm down 6 kilograms since July, but I can see how it happens. Part of the reason why I stay loyal to my doctor's office is that he gives every one of his staff a 2-hour lunch break. 1 hour for lunch and the other hour so they can work out if they want to. IDK or not, if he's policing them as to whether or not they're working out, but the fact that he's giving them an entire hour for lunch and the extra hour to take care of themselves is amazing in my opinion. That is absolutely incredible. Why do I have to spend years in medical school when I can trust a bimbo who wakes up tomorrow and adds health coach to their title? LOL, right? Why would I listen to a nurse who did years at school when I have this self-important Insta-ho who listen to about my health? Oh my God. Exactly. Like, you sound so stupid. And I love what that one person said about, I can see how it happens. Nurses work 8 to 12-hour shifts, and it's very hard to pack for an entire day, to pack healthy meals for an entire day. It's possible, but it's really hard. And then when you add in rotating shifts, days, nights, whatever the case may be, maybe they're casual, maybe they work 2 days on, 1 day off, and then they pick up 3 shifts. We don't know. But it is an extremely high stress job, and the hours are all over the place and they're long. And God forbid they have a family at home to go home and take care of after that. It is no surprise that a lot of nurses end up neglecting their own health because of it. You take quick fixes, you take quick meals, or you forget to meal prep because you're exhausted because you just work 4 nights in a row and you're going into days now. And you only had a couple hours off in between. Like, where is their time? And the thing is these self-inflated, self-important influencers who think they're above all else, who have never walked a day in a nurse's shoes or a medical professional's shoes, they have no idea. And it's so easy for them to sit there on their high horse and be like, well, do better, like get some nutrition advice, get some blah, blah, blah. Like, no, you have no idea what you're talking about and you look dumb, enraging and dumb. Anyway, this is just a quick one. I want to know what you guys think. Do you think this was okay? I have a feeling I already know, but I knew that this girl needed to be called out because this is just the most disgusting behavior. And maybe it's just rage bait, but she used another human being and shamed her publicly on her platform. And she only has 18,000 followers. Thank God for that. Hopefully she falls off the planet now. But what the hell? I can't believe that we have to be worried about just minding our own business in public because we could end up on some dumb influencer stories being publicly shamed for just literally existing in this world. And the fact that influencers are so confident in posting shit like this, it was the same with Kay and Tay, publicly shaming that woman who was hating on them. No, stop, block, delete, move on, and do better. Seriously, it's not that hard. And again, a lot of people made that point. She could have said exactly what she wanted to say about the broken healthcare system and not publicly shame someone. But the whole point of her thesis was the healthcare system is broken because, look, our nurses are overweight and don't take care of themselves. Therefore, they're breaking our healthcare system and I can't trust it. No. You can't trust it for a multitude of reasons, but the frontline workers are not one of them. Disgusting behavior. And Meg, whatever your name is, Megfit, whatever, is that what it is? Megsfit. That's stupid. I hope you have the day you deserve. With peace and love, of course. But yeah, I saw this and I knew I wanted to talk about it with you guys because it's just so incredibly inappropriate and unacceptable. And I couldn't believe that she then went on to try and justify why she said all the things she said. And it's like, no. You need to stop. You need to take several seats and close your mouth. You don't know more than a nurse, and you wouldn't last 2 seconds in a nurse's shoes. Unhinged. that's what I have for you guys for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed. For the most part, I mean, she sucks. We got that much. You are having a fantastic, amazing, beautiful day wherever you are in the world. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.